Celebrities are often said to have a spiritual sensitivity, and as such, many frequently encounter apparitions and possess a heightened sense of intuition. Most have experienced at least one supernatural event, while others even claim to receive divine revelations. And in the mid-2000s, a chilling ghost story began to take root among Korean celebrities. Today, let's talk about the story of the Chairo ghost. The expressway Chairo connects the northern part of the Gayang Bridge in Seoul to Imjinggak in Paju, Gyeonggi Province. It took its name from the Bridge of Freedom located within Imjinggak. Notably, Chairo is infamous as the most daunting road for nighttime driving, especially the section from Haeiri to the end of Imjinggak. Initially, this ghost merely caught the corner of drivers' eyes as they drove at night, but it became increasingly notorious as it started to attempt hitchhiking. Drivers traveling at night on the expressway connecting Seoul and Paju in Gyeonggi Province frequently reported seeing a figure in the middle of the road. Around the same time, testimonies of nearly hitting what appeared to be a woman began to emerge and quickly spread as numerous celebrities mentioned their experiences on television. This notorious woman ghost, who stops cars in the middle of the expressway while wearing sunglasses, was reported differently by every witness, leading to a diversification of the story. According to a mystery television show, MBC Surprise, on January 9, 2011, the driver nearly hit a woman while he was driving on the expressway after a company dinner. The driver, who narrowly avoided an accident, agreed to give the woman, who appeared to be in her 20s, a ride home when she asked, "Could you please drive me home?" He sent the destination she gave him on his navigation system and set off. However, he was soon stopped by the police at a drunk driving checkpoint. When the man turned to explain the situation to the woman in the backseat, nobody was there. Thinking that he was just having a bad day, he called his wife to come and drive the car while he sobered up. The wife, who was called in the middle of the night and happened to be a poor driver, followed the destination set on the navigation system by her husband. The address the strange woman had given him was a cemetery. Some thought it could be a woman who had a fight with her boyfriend or husband and was hitchhiking while crying, causing her eye makeup to smear, and she was mistaken for a ghost. But actor and comedian Park Hee-jin said on a TV show that she also witnessed the strange woman, and her experience went a step further than the common accounts of seeing a ghost wearing sunglasses at night. She first revealed her encounter in 2004 on MBC's Come to Play, making her the first celebrity to publicize such an account. While sitting in the passenger seat of a car driven by her manager, Park Hee-jin spotted a lone female hitchhiker on the side of the highway. Park Hee-jin described seeing a very tall woman with long hair resembling a model, waving her thumb as if asking for help, so she asked her manager to slow down. However, as they gradually approached, what appeared to be big black sunglasses on the woman's face turned out to be empty holes, and so Park, terrified, asked the manager to drive on. Tak Jeon, a former member of the band Country Goku, also said he saw the same black-eyed woman asking for a ride in the middle of the night on the expressway on the KBS program Imagination Plus Horror Special. At that time, Tak Jeon also mentioned that a woman's body who had recently died in a traffic accident was found in the same area where the highway ghost was sighted. On a broadcast, actress Park Shin-hye sketched the expressway ghost, saying every witness drew the same picture. The ghost, characterized by large black holes where her eyes should have been, gave rise to numerous theories. Some believe she was the spirit of someone who had died tragically, perhaps in a traffic accident. Others suggested it was merely an optical illusion, especially since only passenger cars reported sightings and not large trucks or other high-bodied vehicles. As a result of these speculations, there was a time when drivers avoided the highway at night. Proponents of a scientific explanation argue that being surrounded by the Imjin and Han rivers, it is a region of dense fog without streetlights. This is because it's a military operation area and streetlights couldn't be installed. In the 1990s, there were no streetlights at all. Once you pass the Songdong IC, the streetlights suddenly disappear, plunging the area into pitch black darkness. Also, due to the frequent fog, it's not an easy place to drive. Some say that the mirages in the fog might be mistaken for the ghosts of Chairo. Most ghost sightings on Chairo were on foggy days. Chairo has many wild animals like rabbits, cats, and deer crossing, resulting in numerous roadkills. Initially, there weren't any specific speed limit signs. So, some suggest that the driver might have been speeding, mistaking animals for ghosts, while others believe that the sightings might be hallucinations caused by driver fatigue. Nevertheless, the consistent description from witnesses of a woman in her 20s with empty black holes for eyes remains a mystery. Those who lean towards the spiritual side say there must be a story behind it. Ultimately, in 2007 on TVN's Dangerous coverage, exorcist Kim Se-hwan attempted to make contact with the Chairo ghost. He claimed that the ghost was a victim of the 2002 Chairo murder case and that her appearance was a result of her body's decay. She was a 22-year-old country girl who had moved to Seoul to live with her married older sister while looking for work. She was attacked while going to a job interview she found in a newspaper advertisement. The employer who posted the advertisement was an illegal loan shark who was on the run for fraud charges. When she noticed something was off and tried to leave, she was lured into the man's car with the promise of a ride home. She was strangled to death near Chairo in the Ilsan direction. She was abandoned in a nearby stream and was found a few months later by a military unit cleaning up the environment. Kim, the exorcist, described her appearance in detail, saying she was about 155 to 157 centimeters tall. The production team subsequently contacted the local police station and learned through a phone call with the detective who had handled the Chairo murder case at the time that the body was found in 2002 and the killer was caught 3 years later. They also learned that she was a small and thin woman under 160 centimeters. The exorcist then performed a rite to help her spirit pass on. The producers of TVN's Dangerous coverage later returned to Chairo with the exorcist to investigate another ghost frequently seen by the broadcast station staff. The exorcist stated that among the many spirits wandering around Chairo, there was one ghost in her 20s who was once a well-known singer and had died from depression. The face that Kim sketched closely resembled the singer Yoonhee, who died after enduring malicious comments. She passed away in her Incheon home on January 21, 2007. One theory as to why she appeared on Chairo is because she passed just a day before her scheduled engagements with PDs and broadcast staffs. If you're traveling from Seoul to Taehyun Studio, you would take Chairo. Yoonhee was only 26-year-old with a music video shoot set for January 22nd, tragically died on the 21st. Since actress Kim So-eun reported a sighting in 2017 during her appearance on JTBC's Knowing Bros, where she described seeing a ghost hanging upside down on a signboard, laughing. No further ghost sightings on the freeway have been reported. Well, some say that over time, with stricter traffic control and increased development in Paju, both speeding and ghost stories associated with Chairo have disappeared. Others suggest that the ghost has found solace and stopped harassing people. What are your thoughts? And that concludes our episode for today. If you have any captivating stories you'd like to share with our viewers, you're always welcome to send them over. Thank you all for tuning in, and we'll bring you more chilling tales in our next episode. Stay tuned and see you soon.